Guys, I don't like to do this, but I'm here to own my post yesterday. So I did some real soul searching. I saw comments like this because I posted about NASA, SpaceX, how the rockets go, and then they somehow come down right afterwards, but everybody thinks it's going up into space, but yet they come up and then go back down. Anyway, I saw comments like this that I need to go back to the Rockefeller Department of Public Education and get more educated on physics. Anyway, because the bottom line is they wouldn't lie to us. They wouldn't lie to us about World War I, World War II, pretty much every war. They wouldn't lie. They wouldn't lie about every major world event. They wouldn't. I know they wouldn't do that. And that's why I'm here to tell you that. They wouldn't lie about JFK. They wouldn't lie about 9/11. They wouldn't lie about COVID. They absolutely wouldn't lie about the shot. You know how many doctors, like 90% of them, said it's safe and effective, and they went to school for like 2 hours? They would not lie about that. They went to school. They took all the classes, probably physics too. They wouldn't lie about the fake war in the Middle East for Israel. They wouldn't lie, is what I'm trying to say. I came across the video that's embarrassing to me, so I need to own this and show you guys just how real NASA actually is.
Eagle Houston, middle gimbal, and you might pass to Columbia. We don't have him yet. That's right. I'm not going to do a thing, Mike. I'm just letting her hold an attitude hold.
And then, of course, the DEI April Fool's astronaut, who right here seemed to be doing just fine, and then just a few days later did this. But this goes to show that they are telling the truth. I just want to let you know I was wrong. You were right. I'm now back in the moon cult. Thank you.
Who went to the moon? How? Do you even know how this world is designed? Or you believed we're spinning in a globe? That's what you believe. And then you're fighting. No, we're spinning. No, we went to the moon. Nobody went to the moon. You guys silly. That's unbelievable. Humans, the level of your stupidness, don't take me personal, okay? It's like, well, that's okay. I'll say this. You this world all up. You made a big mess here.
So this is weird. Artemis 2 did not launch on April 1st, 2026, and it actually hasn't launched at all yet in real life. Asking when they are landing. There are no astronauts returning from Artemis 2 today. No real launch happened on April 1st either. So I said, WTF. ChatGPT says, Artemis 2 is planned to be the first crewed mission around the moon since Apollo, but NASA hasn't launched it yet. It's still being prepared and has been delayed a few times. What is actually true, Artemis 2 is a real NASA mission. It is not happening today, April 10th, 2026. It has not launched yet in real life. So Artemis 2 wasn't real. Short answer, no. That would not have been Artemis 2. Real mission, yes. NASA has planned crewed lunar flyby. Status, not launched yet in real life, as of now. So there are no astronauts currently on the 10-day return trajectory for the moon. So I send it literally everything that we're seeing. Picture of the Earth. I'm in a sauna right now, so I look like a lobster, but I believe that we went. But this is so weird. Like, I was just trying to figure out when they were landing so I could watch it. That's it. And then it says all this.
Oh, hell. So this guy pointed out something pretty crazy. Check this out. So how is it possible that they're going 25,000 miles an hour, but still 34 miles from the Earth? Look, they're getting further away, even though they're coming in 25,000 miles an hour. That doesn't make a lot of sense now, does it?
Just when you thought it couldn't get any more hilariously fake, they are now doing a parade for the capsule that the 4 astronauts were in. Now, when you look closely at this capsule right here, you're telling me this thing had 4 human beings in it that went 250 miles to the moon, around the moon, and 250 miles back. Those 4 astronauts, those 4 human beings were in that for 10 days on a 500,000 plus mile trip. And you want me to believe that? You really want me to believe that? Because it is entirely not real. And if you believe that, there's honestly something wrong in your brain. It's like you're wired to believe everything that the government and NASA shows you. Like, have some damn common sense. Take a step back and look at this picture and be like, Did 4 human beings really get in that little thing for 10 days on a 500,000 mile trip? The answer is no. So please stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to whoever you tell. This whole thing is fake.
Guys, I think we've got to a point where NASA wants to see just how retarded people are. They do. They want to see, like, how absolutely ridiculously stupid are people when we tell them that we're going to hit the power button on the Voyager 1, which is 50 years old, and it's 15 billion miles out into never-ending space, and we're just going to hit the power button and shut it down a little bit, you know? Because I can't even get Wi-Fi from here to the other side of my 2,500 square foot house. We can't get cell signals, you know, when we're on the top of a mountain and it supposedly comes from satellites in space, you know? Like, let's stop the bullshit. Stop believing this crap, guys. Like, use your brains. Use your brains. 50-year-old technology. It's 15 billion miles away, and they're going to hit, let's shut down power to save some power. Let's shut down some power. This thing's been, like, stop it. You are retarded if you believe this. You. Yes, you. Oh, NASA, this is so great. We're going to the moon. Artemis. Flung shot around. Blah, 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 blah. You are retarded.
So this was supposed live footage on the Artemis mission, one of the only times they ever showed the outside of the ship, and it shows something that wouldn't exactly be possible if any of this was real. It shows a glitch happening on what they called live footage. How could this possibly happen on something that you're calling live footage? The moon is big, and then all of a sudden it just shrinks up. And are they doing stuff like this on purpose? I don't know, probably. It seems like they are, because there's been hundreds of different things that have happened that couldn't possibly happen. And all the glitches and weird things happening that we saw on the live streams from inside the ship, that's one thing. But this was literally a live stream of the moon changing size and shape within a second. There's a lot of different aspects when it comes to these space missions that make them seem real and believable, but it doesn't outweigh the massive amounts of evidence proving that it's not real.
Well, you don't see that every day. Check that out. Is that a satellite? Oop. Oh, man, we're going to zoom out. Oh, hell. It's a satellite balloon. Up there it said Sataloons. Big old satellite. Brought up there with a big old balloon. Is that true? That's the other thing too that's kind of strange. If you Google satellites or like pictures of satellites, right? There's no real pictures of satellites. That's crazy. There's supposed to be how many, like thousands up there? And there's no pictures of it. Look at that. Zoom it out. I have no idea. What do y'all think? Are they balloons? That looks crazy as hell. What is that? It looks like a security camera from like 1973. I'm spinning around in a circle. Y'all tell me what you think. Are satellites real? Are they just balloons? I don't know.
NASA wants you to believe they landed a car on a planet 140 million miles away. They want you to believe that a signal can travel through the void, past radiation belts, and back to Earth without dropping a bar. Atacama Desert is the most Mars-like place on Earth. It's the driest, non-polar place on the map. It's high altitude, high UV, and completely sterile. NASA doesn't even hide this. They openly conduct rover field tests in the Atacama because the soil chemistry is nearly identical to what they claim is on Mars. In 2018, hikers in Atacama near Antofagasta found areas marked out for testing that looked just like the high-resolution panorama sent back by Curiosity rover. Textbook Mars is covered in ventifacts, rocks that are shaped by wind. You will find the exact same wind-scarred basalt formations in the hills surrounding Antofagasta. In the sky, how do they get the alien salmon-colored sky? It's simple. Bayer filter or a post-production color grade. If you take a photo in the Atacama during a dust storm and push the red channel by like 15%, you aren't in Chile anymore. You're in the Gale crater. In many Mars photos, people like us have spotted things that shouldn't be there, like a piece of plastic, a rounded pebble that it looks like it's smoothed by liquid water, which shouldn't exist in Mars. And even a Martian squirrel that bears a striking resemblance to an Atacama rock squirrel. NASA says the rover has been driving for years. Look at the tracks. On Mars, the dust is supposedly bone dry and millions of years old. Yet rover tracks show clumping, the kind of clumping that only happens when there's moisture in the air. We're told the Martian atmosphere is 1% as thick as the Earth's. Yet we see footage of rovers' flags vibrating and dust devils spinning around the horizon. You can't have high torque winds in a near vacuum unless you're filming in high wind corridors of the Chilean desert. Every few months, the rover sends back a perfect selfie. But who's holding the camera in these photos? NASA says it's a robotic arm, but where is it? I don't see it in the pictures. Do you see it? To me, it looks like a stationary object being photographed by a third party. The reason they film in Chile is simple. You cannot leave the sphere if the sky is pressurized, integrated circuit, as we proved in the 1962 nukes. The space isn't a destination, it's a display. You can't land a car on a light bulb. To keep the space agency budgets flowing, they need new frontiers. And the Atacama is a perfect frontier because nobody goes there, and it looks exactly like a void we've been trained to fear.
We hear you loud and clear. We're a long ways away. There's probably a bit of a delay, but great to chat with you. I got a few people joining me today. I got Victor and Reed here. Christina's working hard right behind the camera right now.
Hello, Jeremy. It's Lisa.
And so on behalf of Canada, I just want to say thank you.
I asked ChatGPT to show me what the earth looks like according to the Bible, and this is what it gave me. Now here's where shit gets crazy. ChatGPT don't dream, it doesn't imagine, it don't have no visions or beliefs. It only pulls from human knowledge, ancient texts, translations, things passed down from thousands of years. So if this image exists, the concept of how the earth looks like, that means that it was written down by humans, which makes you wonder, were they guessing or were they describing something they believed was real? Because the Bible talks about layers, the deep, the firmament, shoal beneath our feet, the heavens above, and what you're looking at is not an AI imagination. It's a mirror of what humanity has believed for centuries. So the real question isn't why did ChatGPT show me this? It's more so why did the humans describe the firmament this way in the first place? Let me know what you see, because this shit took me out.
And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters from which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so."
Where are the planes and satellites in this picture? They claim that they took this picture from space. Then where are the satellites and the planes moving on it? Isn't that concerning?
God didn't say the earth was flying around in space, no. He said the complete opposite. He used words like fixed, immovable. But let's say the earth is a globe. Shouldn't you have to account for curvature miles and miles away? This is shot with the Nikon P1000. You know, the camera that everyone says is banned because it surveillance issues, security issues. It just shoots too far. Or maybe it just brings out the truth. Maybe there is no curve. Maybe it's just flat as can be. Maybe it's just so far away, it's just moving further away in the distance, and it looks like a curve. I choose to believe the Bible. I choose to believe what God says, not what man says. You believe what you want to believe.
So watching all these films, dude, and that's what I'm going to call them, films, that NASA's making of the Artemis 2 coming back, it is so bullshit. So you want to tell me that NASA can take these perfect videos and pictures of the Earth from space and the moon and all this stuff, but when they splash back down in the ocean right off the coast of California, it looks like someone's recording with their freaking phone. Like a crappy iPhone camera. It's all grainy and there's like, are you serious? It's not crystal clear like the pictures that they were taking on the Artemis. I mean, like, what? It is so frustrating how people don't see what I'm seeing. Like, they're so brainwashed into believing everything that comes out of our government's mouth and NASA's mouth that you just want it to be true so bad. And I hope with my videos, at least one of you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because this shit's getting out of control. This is so fake. If you didn't see the flight pattern from the plane that left Alaska and dropped them off, it's right there. You can see it. It's obvious. Just wake up, please.
NASA has been using augmented virtual reality for a long time to fake floating objects they can interact with.
Is the easy thing to see, and we hope that we've capitalized on that and made it as much as it can be for our time here.
Our next question is from Alex Wilson with the Weather Channel.
We've done our best to bring folks together and to make sure that we can be the best we can be. Obviously, just testing, putting humans in this vehicle is the easy thing to see, and we hope that we've capitalized on that and made it as much as it can be for our time here.
Our next question is from Alex Wilson with the Weather Channel.
Made it as much as it can be for our time here.
Our next question is from Alex.
If there is one positive thing I can leave you with today, in the middle of all this darkness coming through the Epstein files, I've seen countless people turning to Jesus Christ or turning back to him. I've seen comments under my own videos of people saying they're praying again and people saying that this isn't just politics. This is spiritual, and most of us always knew evil existed. If dark forces are this organized and deception is this strategic, if entire systems are built to hide abuse and protect predators, then it shows this isn't random and it's by design. That's how Satan operates, with distractions and illusions and a fake sense of normal. They don't rule through force, they rule because people still believe in the system. Because Satan doesn't need everyone to worship him. He just needs you asleep. And here's the truth people are waking up to. If Satan is real enough to build systems like this, if this evil is intentional and this darkness is coordinated, then God has to be real too. Light doesn't exist without darkness. And that's why people are running back to Jesus. It's because their spirit feels it. Because when the veil lifts, you realize this has always been a war for your soul. And right now, darkness is being exposed. If God wasn't real, they wouldn't need deception. If souls don't matter, they wouldn't be fighting for them. That's the proof that God is real.
Engaging the target. Break right. We're hit. Repeat, we are hit.
The flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni, and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Eddie Alenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.